Next on Warrior Games, one of the toughest athletic challenges so far. I won't be dodging fast-moving balls or wielding a stick. No, I'll be dancing with these hoops. And by the end of the show, trying to impress the pros. And this is where all those years of tap dancing lessons will really pay off. My name is Steve Sxwithul'txw, and I'm from the Penalaca tribe. I graduated high school at 19. I went back to school to become a journalist at 40. And now I tell stories. Stories of warriors. For today's show, we've landed in BC's Stola territory to try out hoop dancing. This North American tradition has become a legacy for one local family. Hoop dancing is not only beautiful, it is physically demanding. Dancers can use dozens of hoops at one time, and with complicated movements, they are making shapes and telling stories.
When I was around 10, I started learning only with 5 hoops. The most I've got up to is 36, but I usually dance with about 18.
Each hoop dancer tells a different story when they dance, and how you do that is the different forms that you used and how you as a dancer put it together. It's important to teach our children how to hoop dance because that's how it's always been. It's a legacy passed from father to son. Even my parents themselves, you know, my father, he hoop dances as well.
I actually didn't know a lot about hoop dancing other than a couple of videos that I've seen, and I've seen several hoop dancers in the past at powwow, but the internal mechanisms of the whole art, I knew nothing about.
Hoop dance, it comes from the Navajo people down in Arizona. The hoop dance, originally, the story that I was told, there used to be one large hoop, and they used to just step through it and do very, very basic forms. And over the generations, it's evolved to a story dance where we use many different hoops now.
When it comes to hoop dancing, the sounds of the bells and drums are just as important as the shifting circles. In fact, the dancers' bells must never stop moving, and they must keep in time with the drums. For one Stolo family, the grandchildren are already learning the rules. They're actually learning to dance at the age when most of us learn to walk. Well, I think I was intimidated by hoop dancing from the get-go because I knew that it was going to be physically demanding, so I was trying to prepare myself mentally for the whole process. Sebastian, Alex, what are you guys doing?
Hoop dancing.
Tell me a little bit more about this, buddy.
How you pick it up is by driving it, put your foot on it, and just slide it.
Hey, can I try that?
Yeah. Okay. There you go. This is how you can make a horse.
That's a horse?
Yeah. Because here's the back, here's the neck, and here's that.
It is a horse.
And onto this. Yeah. And now you want to like flex it up like that. And now with the other hand, you want to take this and go like that, tone your wrist.
Okay, clear the way. Ah! Alex and Sebastian are very advanced for their age. I mean, they're young. Sebastian's like under 15 or in and around there, and Alex is what, 9, 8? So they've been doing this since they could practically walk. So this is second fiddle for them. This is something that they're proud to, and I've talked to them on the side, they're proud to carry that on and follow in the footsteps of their father, which is excellent. Yes, yes, yes. Can you show me, Sebastian, how to dance without the hoops here?
Sure. Yeah, you just move to the beat.
You just move to the beat. Oh, this is easy.
Steve, you're not dancing to the beat.
I'm not? I thought I was.
I think it's great for them because there are so few hoop dancers already because it is a family legacy. We make sure we keep that tradition alive. Because there's so few of us, the people, wherever you go, always appreciate your skill. And it is a skill. And it takes so many hours of practice to master what you need to do.
Okay, well, this seems really not easy. What do you think?
It's
Pretty sad?
Yeah. Okay, just hold this one, because you already had a second one.
Okay, thank you.
Now you want to pick that one up with your foot.
Okay.
You literally turn it on, then you go like that.
Oh, I see. You go like this,
Yep.
right? And then like this.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you put the other one on.
The other one on?
Okay.
And then see, watch. And then it turns out.
Then see, look, you put it over your head, and then you pull each arm.
How come it keeps falling out? Hang on a sec.
Yeah.
Have I done this before? No, I haven't. It was a fluke. It was just a chance in a million.
If your head's too small, just make it a little bit bigger.
Okay. Okay. Okay, now what do I do?
Hands right
Hands
here.
right here?
Yeah. And,
Oh, I see. Okay, gotcha.
and then
are you watching?
just.
Watching at home? Woo!
Okay.
Give me that music.
Yeah.
A hoop dancer needs tremendous coordination, balance, and stamina. Flexibility for hoop dancing is really important. I'm almost there, eh?
It's day 2 in Stolo territory, and I've got about 10 hours of hoop dancing under my belt, and I'm getting ready to tell my own story. But first, there's something I really need. Hoops in my size, extra large, since you have to ask.
What are hoops made of, basically?
Well, first of all, the hoop dance, it comes from the Navajo Nation down in Arizona.
Okay.
And originally what they would use is reed, which is what mine are made out of. Before I pick up any hoops, it's the time before I was born. The first hoop I pick up represents my birth, and all the rest of my hoops represent my friends and my family. And as I go through the dance, I go through different forms. You'll see the wind, you'll see the eagle, you'll see the snake, and all these things are all part of our world. And then I dance around the world in the form of the eagle because to us as Native people is very important. And I jump into the world, and that represents our death. We're always told by our old people that death is not an ending, it's just part of the circle. You see, the hoop dance, it's a story, so it starts from the beginning to the end. So we have this plastic piping that we're going to use and see if it fits over your shoulders, because that's...
Okay, so
And let's see if that
measure?
really... Yep.
feels
okay.
good.
Yep. I've been hoop dancing for about 23 years. It's important to me because there's so few of us that do this already. There's only about 300 hoop dancers in North America.
Wow.
And
I'll be 301.
yeah, you will be.
So proud.
It's usually a family tradition. It's passed from father to son. My dad hoop dances, and my boys hoop dance as well.
It really is a way of telling stories and sharing a vision in reference to what you want to create. What I understand is that it's something that you're able to pass down to your youngins, the youth, and how important that is to your son, your daughter, and keep that North American First Nation tradition alive. Be honest with me, you figure I'll only be using like 3 hoops?
I think you can probably get to 5. Typically, we train, you start with 1 hoop. You'd be amazed at how many things you can do with 1 hoop.
Okay.
And then you move to 2, 3, 4, and 5, so.
Look at this. My first hoop.
Well, you have 1 more to wrap.
Oh, yeah. Hopefully my dancing will go better than this rapping, Gary.
My grandfather, Gerald Sitting Eagle, he taught it to my dad. And my dad's Hutch Sitting Eagle, and he taught it to me. The one goal that I have, my grandfather, he actually danced with 42 hoops. And that's my goal, that's to use 42 hoops. At first, I was kind of nervous to dance in front of audiences, but after a while, you kind of love doing it. Yeah. Well, when you dance and You do a move and everyone applauds, and you kind of feel the energy when everyone applauds and cheers. That's what I like about it.
Tyrone, that's pretty cool. I've got my hoops.
Yeah.
I'm ready to roll. Buddy, can you bring me to the next level?
Yeah.
Right?
No.
Something's not right here. Through here?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, right. Okay, I see what you're saying. And here?
Yeah.
Yes.
Then grab these ones.
Yep.
Now you bring it up. This. Yeah.
I feel like the big chicken. This is not working. Does this look awkward? There we go. Hey. From the little chicken to the big eagle. That was okay.
Yeah.
What do you think?
The funniest thing about him would probably be when he kind of does the moves and they all fall off of him, or when he gets tangled in them.
Am I almost there?
He's just beginning, so.
I can't get away from it.
Well, there's this one. Let's go like this.
Well, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Okay, no problem.
No.
It looks pretty impressive.
Take one side like this.
Yes.
You just flip one and you put your leg. Not one more over. Through there. And you just go like this. And you do this. Then you do the same with the other side.
And then what?
And you bring it out.
Oh, and then you bring this up like this.
Yeah. Perfect.
See that, Mom? Huh? Is this okay?
Pretty good.
Well, that's pretty good for a rookie?
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
Yeah. And you go.
I think this is where Gary comes in to bring me to the absolute next level.
Yeah.
I'm a butterfly. A butterfly.
I admit to being very nervous to dance in front of these guys, but maybe by dressing the part, my moves will improve. Otherwise, I'm hooped. In Stolo territory near Chilliwack, BC, master storyteller Gary Abbott has me jumping through hoops.
No? Is it like this, Gary?
You're close, Steve. Reach around and then grab this hoop there, put your head through there. Bring it around, there you go, pull it out, there you go. That's the beginning of the eagle. Let's put your hoops down and we'll walk through we'll choreograph a dance for you.
Real easy.
Yeah, and that's what I was just thinking of how to do it easily for you.
Okay.
It was interesting training, Steve. Most of my students are young. He's definitely the oldest and the biggest student I've ever had. It was interesting making hoops for him and trying to find supplies for that.
How are you doing, Gary?
Yeah, that's pretty good. It's pretty good for your first try.
A hoop dancer needs tremendous coordination, balance, and stamina. If you don't have either of those three, don't even bother picking up the hoops. Well, flexibility for hoop dancing is really important. If you don't have that flexibility, you're not able to lift your legs or bend over. There's several moves that require you to have that flexibility, and it'll make it difficult to hoop dance if you don't have it.
There you go.
Horsey.
Great. Grab this hoop, put it down. Yeah, lift them up.
Oh yeah, right.
Up to your shoulders.
Hoop.
And then behind you, and that's the V.
It's a V.
He has to work on his coordination, and definitely the way he dances, he has to keep the beat.
I think that showcasing my talent in terms of hoop dancing, the whole concept of just mentioning, Steve, you're going to be hoop dancing kind of makes me laugh. It's just, you don't think of me in that position, but it was a mental challenge and as well physical, but I think more of the mental preparation that it takes to put something together and remembering the transformations and the shapes that you want to get into as you're going through it. So it took some practice, right? Like I'm really studying Gary as he's working his way through the moves. I mean, the guy is an expert and I loved watching him. So being able to have tutelage from him was a real privilege for me.
I think if he keeps up with it, you know, he said it's something he wants to keep on. And he asked if he could be a student of mine. And I said, sure, but you know, it takes that dedication and it takes those hours of practice to even do the simplest forms flawlessly. So your ending is always important.
Yeah.
So when you get the end of the song,
Yeah.
you have to do a pose. And a
Oh,
lot
okay.
of times, you know, you can end like this, or you can end like this.
I was just going to do that one.
Or you can end like this, or you can do the splits. You can do the splits if you want, that'd be awesome. And then when you're complete,
Yes?
as the crowd is clapping, you take your hoops off. And the sign that you're done, when you walk off, you hold your hoops in one hand and you walk off the stage or out of the arena. And that's it.
That was cool.
Yep.
I really appreciate all your guidance, brother.
No
That's
problem.
going to be no problem.
I can't wait to see you have it all mastered for tomorrow. It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, right. Okay, but I'll work on it, and you've given me certainly lots to work on tonight. So
That's your homework.
I'll be up till 2 in the morning, making sure I'm doing all of this. Gary, what do we got here, my friend?
We didn't have any moccasins for your size 10 or whatever.
11 and a half.
Okay.
So like this.
Yep, wrap the cloth all the way around.
Yep, and like this.
There you go. It's just like dressing my boys.
Thanks, man.
Although I haven't had dressed them in years. So want to make sure it's on properly. Because if you have it too tight, your legs will hurt. And we have my bells. These are what I use for fancy dance. Because we want to be able to hear if you're staying on time or not.
Let's have a look at these.
Here's a old headband I have.
Oh, thank you. Wow, it's beautiful. Look at the beadwork on that.
There is no real way.
Okay, I was just making sure.
Yep.
Let's have a look here. Use the lens. Oh, that's nice. Nice.
And this is the front breech cloth.
Breech cloth.
Yep.
Okay.
It's got buffaloes on it.
Okay, gotcha. Look at this. I'm just barely fitting around me, bud.
There you go. Now it looks like, well, usually it looks like there's nothing there. So there you go. Now we'll be able to hear if you're on time or not.
I got this.
My time has finally arrived, and the thought of performing for my mentors has my heart pounding like a drum. But first, I need to hear their final words of wisdom before I start my dance.
Thanks, man.
Be calm and flow like the water and just transition through your moves.
Calm like the water and transition through your moves.
Take care.
Hey, buddy. Appreciate all your help, man.
Try not to drop any hoops.
Ooh, good one. Nice going, buddy.
Move your body around, like walk the yo-yo.
Move my body around. Walk the yo-yo. Thanks, buddy. Really appreciate your war face, man.
And it's like going to the every single of the beat.
Feet to the beat. It's a lot harder. But could you tell that I was having fun?
He did pretty good for somebody who's only had maybe 12 hours of training. I think with practice, he has potential to be much better.
I did have a lot of fun. I think learning something new, even, you know, it doesn't matter how old you are, if there's something that you enjoy, and hoop dancing, obviously, I started to enjoy, and I've actually picked it up, and I'm actually gonna see if I can carry on with my training under Gary, and hopefully actually put together a really nice, long segment hoop dance. I highly recommend it because you keep in shape, carry on your culture, and enjoy yourself. You know you're my Yoda. You know that, right?
Well, I'm not Yoda, but I am a Jedi.
The grace of a butterfly. Oh. How'd that happen? Yep. It's very important to have the triangle there. See that? Triangle. Very important.